this week to 70.
Receive. Cool. Cool. Side. That side. Thank you.
No, the Koreans have chosen this near side of the court. That's nice sportsmanship between the two men in this final match of the tie. There she is, Goh Liu Ying. The Malaysians, of course, were as high as number 3 in the world. Spent 16 weeks as world number 3s between November 2012 and March 2013, and that's a real indication of their quality. Turned 27 last month, Peng, born in Penang, and as I was saying, up 9 places in the world ranking. They're currently the 5th ranked Malaysian pair on the world ranking, but that unrealistic because of this young lady's injury problems. 25 years of age, so she'll turn 26 at the end of the month. So it was the spring last year. It's really been a year out of the major league competition for Goh Liu Ying, as we look at Kim Ha-na, the 25-year-old from the island of Jeju. And her partner, Goh Sung-hyun, is 27, so he'll turn 28 Tuesday after the Sudirman Cup finishes. So he, of course, to all badminton fans, will know that he is the reigning world champion in the men's doubles, with Shin Baek-chul won the gold medal, beating the current world number 1s, Lee Yong-dae and Yoo Young-sung, in the final in Copenhagen last year. And he's a very, very good doubles player all round, is Goh Sung-hyun, and of course former world number 1 in the men's doubles with Lee Yong-dae. But it's interesting, Steen, that Korea have decided, it appears, to make Kim Ha-na concentrate just on the mixed doubles, because of course she used to play the women's doubles with the player we've just watched, Jung Kyung-eun, but now appears to only be playing mixed doubles.
Yeah, that's quite interesting, but I think perhaps it's because that you need to develop some quite specific skills in mixed doubles, and the Koreans have struggled in that area. They've only developed one, in my opinion, one really good mixed doubles player since Park Ju-bong played and sort of developed his partners, Ra Kyung-min, Chung Myung-hee, and there was one more, I've forgotten her name. But the only one they've developed with him not playing is, in my opinion, Lee Hyo-jung, who won the Olympics together with Lee Yong-dae and silver medal with the ladies doubles coach at the Olympics in women's doubles. So they've been struggling getting this dominant net player, because you need to be dominant in the mixed doubles as the female player. You need to have some net skills there. We've seen it on occasions with High One, which was actually, in my opinion, a very, very good net player, mixed doubles player. Won the bronze medal in 2013, I think.
Oh, we've had a service fault called on the very first point of this. Struck above the waist, says our service judge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
now that's the sort of commitment and net player development that I'm sure you were referring to. That was a perfect example. Well, it was an ambitious shot to try.
4-1.
He's a real physical specimen. Is Goh Sung-hyun, incredibly powerful athlete. Oh, so straightforward again.
That's exactly the point that we were discussing in the men's doubles earlier. That the players, they go and ask the service judge, but they still continue to serve in the same way, because it's simply not possible to sort of adjust by 5 or 10 centimeters.
Yeah. Yeah, good play from Goh Liu Ying. Yeah. Still reads the game incredibly well.
Yeah, and that's the natural, in quotation, natural net player. I don't think it's natural that she's born with it, but she's been doing it a lot, been practicing a lot. Developed the eye for when the chances will occur. That's well played.
Yeah. Yeah, and a good example of his physicality, because he was deceived by the flick serve, but by sheer physical strength got himself out of trouble.
Yeah, and if Korea are successful in developing Kim Han-ah, then there's no limit to what this mixed doubles can achieve.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, so far when they played the two best Chinese pairings, Ma Jin and Zhao Yonglei, they've been dominant at the net. What if they're not so dominant anymore?
Yeah.
Then perhaps Goh Sung-hyun can take up the challenge with Zhang Nan.
Yeah. Well, I remember they were all England quarter-final. This Korean pair lost to the World and Olympic champions 21-19, 25-23. So they're very, very close already. So if what you're talking about and Kim Han-ah develops, is it more of an understanding or more of a killer instinct at the net?
I think it's both.
Yeah.
It's an understanding of the game, what her objects are, and also the killer instinct that she needs to go for the chances. It's hard being a mixed doubles, female mixed doubles player, because you have only so many chances, and most of the time the shuttle are just going past you in a very, very fast pace, and suddenly you have to react and make the kill like that.
Yeah.
And sometimes you miss, and you really can't think about your misses, because if you do that, you won't have the self-confidence to go for the next one.
Yeah.
So you should have very self-confident female mixed doubles players. And we can see that also with the Chinese players. And Ma Jin is not afraid to turn around and give Xu Chen the eyes.
Yeah.
What are you doing here? And that's important in order to preserve your self-confidence as a net player.
Yeah, that's landed in.
Service over. White,
Yeah,
please.
it's lovely
7,
touch. Look how she's
9.
gone forward to the net as
Yeah.
well. Following up in case her opponent decided to play it.
Yeah.
And Goh Liu Ying, while she was on the road to recovery, did you know she'd done some modelling?
No?
Absolutely stunning pictures
Thank you, players.
when she was doing some modelling, and great for the sport because she looked $1 million. It was wonderful. And now wants to concentrate wholeheartedly on her badminton.
Play.
Oh, that's clever. Oh, he's got both his Achilles heavily strapped as Goh Sung-hyun. They seem to have a bit of wheel spin there. So trying to push forward, his foot slipped behind him.
Thank you.
Of course, the Malaysian pair have won a Super Series title. That was back in 2012, the Japan Open, and that completed Malaysia's haul in all 5 disciplines, having Super Series winners in all the disciplines, the 2 singles, the 2 doubles and the mixed doubles as well. There's not many nations that can boast that. Oh, here we go again, another fault.
Service over. 10, 8. No. Too high.
She has this yellow commercial on her shirt, so it's quite easy to judge the height.
Service over. 9, 10.
Well, the commercial logo to which you're referring has got to be well above the lowest rib.
Yeah.
So if it's anywhere near that level,
Then it's too high.
exactly.
But I have a feeling that a lot of the other services from
Service over.
some of the players that we've seen here and some of the other players as well are fairly close
Yeah.
to that area as well.
Yeah. Well, it's the Koreans who have the advantage, but it's a tight opening game at the moment. Just 2 points in it. It's interesting, Steen, because the coach there, Choi Min-ho, I was saying earlier that he had been a silver medalist at the World Junior Championships in Melbourne in 1998. Do you remember who he was playing with?
Court 1, 20
One of
Goh
the-
Sung-hyun?
one of the players that you've just been talking about. Lee Ho-jung,
Lee Ho-jung.
yeah, who went on to become the Olympic champion. So he decided to go the coaching route. His partner went on to achieve great, great things.
Yeah, she was really a great example as how to develop as a player, because she added little by little every time she went out to international tournaments. She got better and better.
Yeah.
Really a great example of work ethics.
The flick serve,
Yeah.
no call. Maybe she should flick serve a little more often.
At least to Kim.
Service over. 12, 10.
good. You know, I'm still contemplating in my own mind, Steve, the point you were making earlier about Kim Ha-na. They need to develop her more as a mixed doubles player, because my little mind has been thinking about how I've talked, and we've talked in the past about some of the Japanese women's doubles players and how they need to play more mixed doubles to develop their women's doubles skills and become a much better women's doubles player. And they can play that other discipline to help in that goal. And I'm thinking to myself, I understand and I agree with you wholeheartedly, but what can she do to improve her game? She can't play as the women's doubles player does, a bit of mix to improve herself. Is it that she now, in training, in practice, never has to worry so much about the mindset of, at times I was going to say you don't have to play at the back of the court, but of course immediately in that rally she was pushed to the back.
Yeah, but now she has only one role, the female mixed player role.
Yeah.
She doesn't have any role as a backcourt player in ladies doubles. She never has to do backcourt exercises in practice, or at least only a very few times. And the goal is always to get her to the net.
Yeah.
The goal is never to get her partner in and killing it. It could be in match, but very rarely in practice. And then technical skills, net player technical skills. But it's interesting to see if they will succeed, because we've seen also that Japan, that has Park Ju-bong now as a coach, they've also struggled in developing female mixed doubles players.
Yeah.
And I remember when Park himself, when he played, he always practiced together with his mixed doubles partner, because he took responsibility of developing a partner.
Yeah.
And I wonder how many players actually take that kind of responsibility.
Oh, that's a great rally. Yeah.
And this is a bit worrying for the Koreans, because they need to get the attack, not because they're much better in the attack, but in order not to be in the defense, because the Malaysians definitely has the advantage if they have the attack. They're much better in attack than they are in the defense.
Well, it's only the last couple of points that the Malaysians have gone into the lead for the first time in this match. So that also perhaps worrying and playing on the mind of the Koreans, that have been in the lead all the way through. Now at this, getting towards the sharp end of the game. Six of the last 7 points.
Yeah. I learned one important thing as a young coach of Park Ju-bong when he gave an interview to a magazine. He said that his philosophy as a mixed doubles player was that there was one overall thing that was important, that was protect the female player, because she's weaker physically than the male player. You ought to protect her, and if you have that vision, then everything else becomes quite easy. It's just a matter of, can you do it? Can you get the players to do it?
Yeah.
Protect the female player. We've seen Lee Yong-dae when he's been playing mixed, and especially when he played with Lee Hyo-jung, he was brilliant at it.
Yeah.
Kim Dong-moon as well.
There's clever placement of the attacking play towards Kim Ha-na. They're finding frailties in her defence there. Look, she's very committed to the forehand defence.
Yeah.
Hit towards the left hip, and they force the error. fault all the way. They make that 5 now.
Service over 14-16.
Service fault, that follows by an opponent's service error. Oh, goodness gracious me.
Service over 15.
Another service error.
So important right now, the service situation, because
Yeah.
you really want the control of the rally.
Oh, good flick serve.
17 all.
Yeah, clearly in. Not even close.
Good placement by Kim there, just pushes it
17.
past Goh.
Yeah, and the Koreans ease back into the lead. Oh, goodness gracious.
Service over 18 all.
Deflected by hitting the top of the tape. 18 all.
Service over 19.
Well, for a match that looked very promising at one stage, it's just gone off the boil. It's all gone about service errors and faults, really, hasn't it? Oh, it's nicely taken from Goh Liu Ying.
Service over 19 all.
Yeah, she did well to move forward there,
Yeah.
Kim Han-ah, and let
Yeah.
Goh Sung-hyun come back.
But she wasn't being put under pressure in any way. She had way too much time, in my opinion. I thought this is going to go wrong for the Malaysians, because they were just too passive in their defense.
Yeah. So game point opportunity for Korea. Oh, he's pushed it wide. Would you believe it?
Service over 20 all.
Interesting to see if it's called again,
Yeah.
or it's a flick.
Yeah. That's the flick. Yeah.
Excellent movement,
Yeah.
like a remote control. Now go for the forehand side.
21.
And then she sensed that Goh Sung-hyun was going to protect his partner, not lifting cross, exposing her to the smash of Chan Peng-sung.
So now, having saved a game point, the Malaysians have a game point opportunity themselves. Yeah, the flick serve again. Goodness. Oh, she does read the game so well. Goh Liu Ying. Look at that. Oh, it was a good dive, wasn't it? Crikey. So game point opportunity number 2 for the Malaysians.
There it is.
Yeah. Having saved a game point, convert on their second game point opportunity, the Malaysians, and they're enjoying far more success with that flick serve, aren't they? Look at that. So 23-21, the opening game to Malaysia. Both sets of coaches doing an awful lot of work in that timeout. Both these pairs, former Asian champions. The Koreans in 2013 when the event was staged in Taipei, and the Malaysians in 2010 when the Asian Championships were in Delhi. Now we knew the Malaysians were on the comeback trail, having been promoted from the qualifying. They won the Polish International, they reached the final of the French International, they're both earlier this year. This is now a fascinating contest, not just because who's going to win this mixed doubles, it's also fascinating the implications within a Group D, and in fact who will qualify for the knockout stage, because this, the group of death, as you were saying, it's...
Yeah, and not only Group D and the qualifying, but for the whole tournament. I mean, Malaysia, should they lose this match, they've done well anyway.
Yeah.
But should they win it? And I believe that the way they're playing right now, they're going to win against India. Though we shouldn't totally write it in the book, but let's say they win against India. They go to the quarterfinals and have a seeding, probably number 4 seeds. But they'll have a chance of taking at least a medal, whereas Korea can actually be drawn against China in the quarterfinals.
Well, that was called in. The Koreans have challenged, they thought it was out. All I know is it was mighty close. Instinctively, I thought it was in. Let's have another look at it. Oof, goodness me, that is close. It was called in. We're waiting for Hawkeye to adjudicate. Well, the fact that Hawkeye is taking some time probably indicates that it was mighty close. Morton can hardly look. Well, that's called out, but it was a sideline, it wasn't a back line.
Correction, 2-1. Service over, 2-all. Service over, 3-2.
He does serve quickly, doesn't he?
It's normally a sign of that you're not really confident in your serve. And Candravijaya also served really, really quickly.
And Rexy.
Yeah, Rexy as well.
Yeah, Rexy Manaki, of course.
Find a way to get the initiative of the Korean pair.
Short. Yeah, not what it deserved, but it was the tight net shot from Goh Liu Ying that really did the damage. Yeah, this is extraordinary. Ever since that challenge, what was it, 2-1 at the challenge, was it?
Yeah. She was challenging Sung-hyun in the flat game.
Yeah.
So she's been playing brilliantly today.
Yeah, she has, hasn't she?
And also a very clever shot from Chan there instead of lifting.
So 5 straight points for the Malaysians.
Oh.
Here we go again.
Service over, 5-7.
Oh, what a super return.
Service over, 8-5.
Just wide. Yeah. Yeah, but it was nice the way she was stepping into that. Oh, it's a super change of pace. Well, the court will need to be mopped after the dive from Goh Sung-hyun. And the more I'm watching this, Steen, and the more my head is spinning with thoughts after your earlier comments about the need for Kim Ha-na to really become better in the mixed doubles discipline. And the more I'm watching this and I'm comparing to Goh Liu Ying and her natural awareness and being in the right place at the right time, and I'm having question marks, I have to admit, in my own minds as to whether this is the right player.
Big question marks.
To be the mixed player.
Yeah.
If only I knew where Hae-won was. I know that she's back playing. She recently won the Osaka International with one of the junior players, but of course she won a bronze medal 2 years ago at the World Championships with Shin Baek-chul. And of all the female doubles players in Korea, I think she is the one that I would want to see as a specialist mixed doubles player, and yet she hasn't been on the circuit because she's been struggling with injury problems.
And that's of course also something you have to take into consideration, because it doesn't matter that you have the skills if you're not able to walk on court.
Yeah.
I think actually also Shin from the ladies doubles playing with the So-hee Lee.
Yeah.
Forgotten her.
Shin's
Shin Seung-chun.
Yeah.
She's got some quite good skills as well. And of course, the problem with Kim Ha-na is if there's too long a way for her to go. And that might just be the case.
I think one of the first things I'd like to see Kim Ha-na doing is more movement off the shuttle. To me, she's a little bit static.
Yeah.
When it's almost as if she's been told you must be at the net, and so she's staying there, but not really moving off the shuttle enough.
Yeah. But it's also, I mean, if you're a ladies doubles player, you know that, oh, I can always lift and nothing bad will happen because we have super defense compared to female smashes and so on. In mixed double, everything bad happens.
Yeah.
If you lift, then you're in big problems. And we can just imagine if these two players, if Goh and Kim, if they switched side on the court so that Goh Sung-hyun would play with Goh Liu Ying. It would be really good.
Yeah, what an interesting thought. The Malaysians with the advantage. 2-point advantage here in the second game, having already taken the first. Now let's see if we can hear what the Malaysians are saying. I'm not hearing anything. Can you hear it, Steen? No. That's a pity. Yeah, look at the whole body language of Kim Ha-na. Yeah.
She just intercepted Goh at the net and blocked it and set up the chance for her partner. Let's hope they got sports tape enough to keep her going throughout this tournament in Malaysia.
Yeah, that was much better from Kim Ha-na.
Also helped a little bit that Goh Sung-hyun wasn't using full power,
Yeah.
trying to get it a little bit steeper than normal.
Chan, please.
Well,
Too long.
yeah.
Enough of it. If you can't see, you need to tell me.
Yeah. Well,
Play.
the umpire saying, if you can't see, you need to tell me, because Goh Sung-hyun, the shuffle obscured by his partner standing in front of him while he's serving. Now, what exactly is the rule on that, Steen?
Well, I'm not sure, but I've seen some of the Danish players object a number of times that they can't see the shuttle.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're entitled to see it. I guess you should be.
Clever.
Yeah. Good shot.
What a good rally. Yeah, and as soon as they manage to get Kim Ha-na back from that net and defending, and they switch her from one side to the other.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the longest rally of the match so far. Oh, that's delightful. Oh, my goodness. Terrific.
And they're starting to wake up, these players here. If they haven't been so far, I guess they have since the men's doubles.
Oh, this is going to send shockwaves through the whole tournament. If Malaysia could win this Group D match against the three-time former champions, opens up no end of possibilities.
But in all fairness, I mean, they've got three of their best players out with injuries. Goh Liu Ying, Goh Vi Shem, and of course Lee Chong-wei out banned. Now they've got them all back, and
Yeah.
they're compatible.
Yeah. Yeah, good point.
Time's over. 16. Hold!
Yeah. And this really is a demonstration explaining your point absolutely about the quality of the woman player in the mixed doubles and what's required.
And we also must say we've been praising Goh a lot, but Chan has played excellently as well, because
Yes.
he's set her up, and he's
Yeah.
been playing clever shots from the backcourt.
Yeah.
He's been consistent in his attack. Let's see if they can finish it. Normally you have a chance to get really, really nervous at this point, but I guess as it is, after all, just a group match, I think the Malaysians might manage to pull through.
But I think it's huge on the comeback trail for Goh Liu Ying, and of course this mixed doubles partnership, but for her having been out for 11 months with injury, this would be
For all three
yeah,
combinations that have won today,
yeah,
huge for the new setup.
yeah.
Huge boost.
3 points away from victory. 2 points away from victory. This has been a sensational team effort by Malaysia. (19-12).
That shot was a great shot from Chen as well.
Yeah.
Way below the net court and playing across court shot to the net. And that's also when you feel the opponent, the female player isn't playing well, you dare to do that.
Yeah. And there they did. Match point opportunities. Oh, it was a good flick serve, even better return. Oh goodness me, that was good. But surely too little too late as far as the Koreans are concerned. That'll do. And Malaysia have beaten the number 2 seeds, Korea, in this Group D encounter within Group 1 of the Sudirman Cup. Wow. That is an extraordinary result for Malaysia. They have delivered. And I asked you right at the start of the day, Steen, how much the return of Lee Chong-wei and a new coach, how it would affect the whole dynamics within the team, and whether it is, you know, a new dawn, a new day, and everybody feels elated by the return of players from injury and players from suspension and the arrival of a new coach. And I think that has been emphatically answered here this evening in Dongguan, because Malaysia have beaten Korea 3-2, and it all came down to this 5th and deciding match. The mixed doubles, and Peng and Goh Liu Ying have come through 23-21, 21-13 in 44 minutes. Well, there is confirmation of the mixed doubles score. And the implications of that will reverberate through the entire Sudirman Cup. So, of course, as you can see, all the courts are empty, because that concludes day 1 of competition here at the 14th Sudirman Cup. There is confirmation of how Malaysia beat Korea. It all started with a fantastic men's doubles, and the world number 1s from Korea being beaten by the Asian Games bronze medalists 27-25 in an hour and 18 minutes. They had to save 5 match points. That the only matches you can see that went the full distance. Well, order seemed to be restored when women's singles Sung-hyun won very comfortably against the youngster Lim Yin-feng in 2 straight games. And then Lee Chong-wei, the former world number 1, well, it took him half a game to dust off the rust, but my goodness me, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And look at that, 21-12, 21-10. Then the women's doubles, and the Koreans duly won that, and then it all came down to the mixed doubles, and the return of Goh Liu Ying after 11 months injured has been back to great form. Of course, we will have more action tomorrow. We will be back same time tomorrow. That's at 1 o'clock local time. It will be Taipei against Russia, the first of the matches tomorrow. So as we leave you with scenes from the Malaysian victory here this evening, from Steen Peterson and myself, Jill Clark, do join us tomorrow. Bye for now.